stuff repaired. Now, is this extremely tedious and pain in the butt? Yes, 100%. What happened to... So I do have them, but they're not letting me put them on the weapons now. Why? Oh, okay. Apparently I was scrolled down. I did not know that. Not if I paid attention. And I can't sleep in beds, so all I can do is keep going. B4 and there's nothing here. Say what? Now you die. Just when the monsters talk. Tone, he's a tough one, Tone. You'll have to duel him. A duel is a special form of combat known as Dance Dance Revolution. Controller button markers will move across from the right to the left. Press the right button when they line up with the light blue bar. Arrows such as left means in that direction with either directional buttons or the left analog stick. The closer the button mark is to the center of the blue bar when you press it, the better the rating will be. If you hit all the marks with the right timing, you'll be victorious. When the duel starts, you'll be given an indication with this mark, but be aware. Here it begins. Stay focused. Time to Dance Dance Revolution. Excellent! As a present from the fairies of Terrara, you acquired a garnet. And 2 chests and money? You gotta be generous. Power up powder? Andrian's crest. So, the power up powder is actually a very useful tool. I'm tempted to give it to the dagger because that's just like a last resort weapon, which I always want to keep strong. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna upgrade. And yes, and it will use the power up powder. You make it a level 2. So instead of having to do the absorption route where I have to beat up a bunch of things to get the 48 points, I can just level it up. Which is very nice, but you can't buy it. You can only find them as far as I'm aware. On to the next floor. Normally I'd go back, but we didn't really get anything from that floor, so. It's me again, long time no see. How's it going, kid? Got the hang of it yet? The floors beneath this one are even tougher. How to advance the course to give you a fair chance against the meaner enemies down below. Are you using your charge attack when fighting enemies? Hold the circle button down and after your body flashes, release it. With this, you'll do a jump slash. It's effective against flying enemies and ground enemies. Let's talk more about weapons. So how are your weapons growing? If you don't start upgrading them now, you'll get into trouble later. Absorbing attachments during an upgrade. Before you upgrade, it's a good idea to keep attachments on. Well, see, that I didn't know. If you upgrade with them on the weapon, it can absorb the power of the attachment and add it to its own power. So those little pieces I'm putting in, do that before upgrading. I gotcha. Okay. But there is a power limit for each weapon. There is no need to upgrade its ability beyond its limit. When the weapon has reached level 5 or 5 plus or greater, they can status break. A status break is breaking down a weapon into synth spheres that contain its power of its weapon. If you install this onto other weapons as an attachment, you can add the old weapon's attributes to the new weapon, effectively making powerful weapons. The attributes in the synth sphere will add to the new weapon's attributes permanently when the sphere is absorbed. However, the attributes received may be any less than what the weapon was before being made into a synth sphere. If the new weapon's limit is higher, then you can make a more powerful weapon. Pretty cool, huh? Well, that's it for today's lecture. Take care of yourself, kid. I will always be watching you. Creepy old man. Effectively, what he's saying is, as I upgrade these, so, for example, I had these on here. I mean, I'm going to give that some attributes. I don't know what that does. Oh, it increases the attack. Okay, we'll keep that on. More effective against rock types. But effectively, I could just put all these on, and when I upgrade it, because it's reached its absorption of 53, those pieces will absorb into it. Now with this, what you can do is take the dagger, keep leveling this up to 5. If I level this one up to 5, chances it will break and cause it to turn into this thin sphere, so I lose the weapon. All of its abilities that I've upgraded with continue over. I can take it, put on the dagger. Making a super dagger. Which sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Skeleton key to get into that room. He says to use your super attack, but I'll do this carefully to show you. I can't do this guy, unfortunately. It's like I hit like a truck. Ice and fire gems to give them nice now. Okay. I throw them and it causes fire, it causes ice. What he's saying is to do this. And he's down. But you see where it says 41 out of 57? Like do it on an enemy. It takes a lot of ability. Windmill blades acquired. And eventually get the windmills. 6. We got the windmill and the windmill blades. Nice. Box, that's for claw, I don't know that much. Both keys. So the bone key is to, if you look on the little mini map there, there's a brown line on the far left. The door that I said I need a skeleton key for, that's what that's to. The yellow dot is the boss, green is the one we came in, and question mark is the train system. Or minecart system, whatever you call it. The only thing about this game I'm not exactly a fan of is the camera angles. This makes me nauseous quite quickly. You'd also do it this way with left and right bumpers. But without that lock-in mechanic, combat would just be difficult. Bench, okay. I know I still have the powder, so we can repair you. Now, okay, so we can upgrade to make it a level 2. What do we want on this? This increases attack power, so I kind of want that. That gives me speed. Makes the weapon harder to break. That would be nice. Increasing its endurance. Speed, damage, and endurance. That was, yeah, why not? Makes sense. Now if we upgrade. Infuses. Okay. Nice. Still give its attributes damage. Equip. Oh, I don't want to equip it, sorry. Customize. Yeah, why not give that a little bit of holy? In case mine actually breaks, I can have access to another holy weapon. Alright, so now that we know that mechanic, it'll be important to keep an eye on what each gem does. So garnets give you attack upgrades. So okay, we'll have to find one of those. We just equipped like a whole bunch of them all in one. It's an upgrade. But we we did get some houses, so we're gonna leave the dungeon after this, and we're gonna go put some houses away. Okay. Oops. Okay, we got Paige's house now. Pretty sure that's Pike. That goes with you. You and you can stay down here because I don't want either one of you on my map yet. The keg is for me. Candy box goes with Clyde. Or Claude. What other stuff we got to play around with? Roads? See, these are the pieces that confuse me. The roads and rivers, realistically, just give me infinite amount. I don't know why I have a limited cap. I already have a limited space to work with, so giving me an unlimited amount of those shouldn't be an issue. I don't know why it is. Tom, you're safe too. Well, that's good. What kind of bastard did this to us? Paige has gone off somewhere again. I wish she would come home earlier once in a while. Tom, can you tell her that for me? She would probably listen to you better than me. You know, I like fishing, don't you? Paige can do something about that. Just ask her. Why is every NPC I find deflecting the job responsibilities onto another person that they live with? Yeah, Paige can do something about that, alright. I'd like a wheel for the buggy. Be outside, that is. It's part of what I use to repair old Gaffer's buggy. That old man must think I own a repair shop or something. Yeah, well, Gaffer's not going to get built anytime soon, so don't worry too much about that. I don't have any extra fences, and you want the wheel, but I don't have. And that's Paige. And she's going to tell me what's in that. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go repair both of our weapons again. can go back into the dungeon. I know that there's a pond, like he said, he likes fishing, so there's a pond that we can get where we can actually fish. But to my understanding, I don't think you get the fishing rod in the first area. So I don't even know how to go about that. Huh? It's the cat again. Get back here, cat. Wait, he wants us to follow as he runs into a wall. And now he's gone. Oh, and there's a waterfall on this floor. That's awesome. Some free heals. Got a lamp. Okay. Oh, mimic. Say watch both of them be mimics. Magical crystal. Okay, so we can see where everything is. Got some more rivers to use. Again, I still think it's weird that those are limited. Stamina drink. We're gonna switch weapons before we step onto that thing, because they like to debuff me. Oh, got lucky this time. Upstairs storage. I think it's for our house. Correct, I think it's our house. I think it's our mom that says that we need to have upstairs storage. The irony is, if I remember correctly, you install the upstairs storage, and what ends up happening is like the basement door, just like that. Okay, well I'm gonna have to eat that. Poison. Yes. Oh. Okay, so the Samshir is the one we got last time. It's the lightning sword, right? Or does it have a different attribute? Up under. For the next little bit, so we can work on its upgrade. The real question is going to see if we get them maxed out at level 5 and then shatter them to get the Synth Spheres. What kind of bonus will that give us towards our thing? Oh, I died! Damn, okay. First death. Actually, I don't really have one, but we'll do this for now. Call it death counter. Deaths. there in the center of the screen. But now that we are outside the dungeon, though, we can load up on repairs. We're gonna have to get an actual, like, proper death counter. Another thing to look at too is that, so on your guys' end, you're seeing my character, the PS2 logo thing, deaths, and then you're seeing the gameplay. So the one thing that's interesting is I'm able to change the aspect ratio for you guys, but not me. So you're actually watching it in the way it was intended to be viewed, the 4:3 aspect ratio, where mine is stretched out on a 1080p screen through a 1080p upscaler. Why is there so many of these guys? With the rock breaker thing attached to my sword, it doesn't matter. Everything we need for Gaffer's job. I'm not going to be putting them in the map anytime soon. I wonder if the real question is can I go back to previous levels just to grind out the swords? Oh, we got an escape powder, that's useful. Yeah, see, look. Even with the guard, that thing just took out all my HP. Does it say? I'm curious. Weapon use. Equip, combo. Dungeon. Battle and status. Screen, feel the speed by pressing the axe, secure to charge attack, pressing circle will let you lock on. Pressing the R1 during a lock on allows you to guard. While using guard, you can protect yourself from enemy attacks. If you have no... See, it's not telling you how much damage reduction you can take or anything like that. In other words, I just took a ton of HP for no reason.